What's up, everybody? I'm Khalil.
I'm Eric.
And we got somebody new on the show, co-host. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. This is Coco.
She's back from last week. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Feeling good. Feeling great. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How was your week? This week? Whoa!
Crazy.
Whoa!
Man.
Did this week get out of hand or what?
Fast.
Totally out of hand, man.
Fast.
Hey, listen. A great poet said these words. I hate to say I told y'all, but I told y'all. Things fall apart in the center when the center is too weak to hold y'all. Great poet by the name of Black Thought. Hey, shit didn't fall apart, y'all. All the way.
It has.
Okay? We canceling schools,
Concerts.
Stay in the house. Just
If
stay
it's
in the
more than
house.
250 people, you can't go.
This is punishment for adults. You on punishment. Except you don't have to stay in your room. You just have to stay in your house.
Yeah. Listen,
And
adults
if you
with
don't
the
have
kids-
any tissue,
oh
you
man,
are out the
wow.
game.
You're literally
You're out the game.
If you don't have any tissue, you are literally shit out of luck, y'all.
Literally.
Literally.
Well, there's always newspaper and
Banana peels.
Banana peels. Oh my god.
Man, the NBA got the coronavirus.
And they were
At
here.
first they said, well, it'll just be the general managers and the guys that own the teams and all of that type of thing.
And selected media
And selected
outlets.
media, right.
Yeah.
But there won't be fans. Now,
And nobody wanted to watch that game because
now
Are
the
you kidding?
whole, how long is the season canceled?
indefinitely.
Indefinitely. Everything is indefinite right
Until
now.
we get to further
Until we
notice,
get to, yeah.
right?
Indefinitely.
So, as of, I think that was Tuesday, the same night that we aired the podcast on COVID-19. I think that, when did I send you that? Tuesday?
Yeah.
I think that was Tuesday. So as of Tuesday, 1,100 cases were reported in the United States with 33 deaths reported. So we may be at a whole different number
Here
now.
in the U.S.
Yes, 1,100 cases of
Okay.
COVID-19 and 33 deaths. And we're not the conspiracy theorists here, but I just found that so interesting when President Trump gave this address, about all of the different measures that they're going to take as it relates to insurance and covering people, and all of that, and saying that we have to come together from both sides of the aisle, and I don't know. I just wonder how
Holiday
much
checks.
I just wonder how much of this was him being a politician.
It was
and
all
how
about him being a politician.
I mean,
It was
that's the
all
feel
about him
that I
being
that's the
a
feel that I got
politician.
from it, because
he got up there and said a feel-good speech because he was told to say a feel-good speech.
Yes.
Because when they had congressional meetings and they were asking, the heads of insurance and hospitals, there is laws in place that will cover your treatment and testing for this, and hospitals are not exercising that. So, as was stated last week, am I going to be turned away? What they were trying to get them to say, and I think you sent me a video, Khalil, about this lady literally had to ask him the same question about 15 times, and he finally said yes, we will cover. And I don't even remember what the gentleman's name was.
It was the I guess the head doctor that's in charge of right now
he's-
COVID-19.
No, because that's Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, no, this was
that guy that you're talking about. He was the head of pretty much the dispersal of.
He had the green
funding.
light to
Yeah.
do whatever we needed for the Americans.
and to cover the cost of this and not just people, but everywhere. So state to state. And what he said he was trying to allude to is, I'll leave it to the state's discretion when there is federal law that would trump that and say, no, we're going to cover the cost for these people to be tested if you go through the right measures. So if first you don't run to the doctor, you call your doctor and you get them on the phone. Good luck with that. And then say, hey, you know what? These are my symptoms. This is what I'm feeling right now. This is what's going on right now. And then they kind of do like a rudimentary check to say, hey, okay, you need to come in. You need to come in and we'll do the testing. But the doctor determines that. But then you could get a cost and it's like up to $1,400. Well,
Oh yeah,
For the testing.
for the testing,
Yes.
and
that's for people without insurance. Everybody.
but here's the thing. Some insurances are not covering this kind of test because it wasn't even a thing. So even if I have insurance, I can still get this bill. So, but with this law that's in place, it will cover the cost for anybody, regardless of insurance, to get this testing.
Yeah, and technically, this is technically so because you get a lot of people kind of showboating. Even the congresswoman, when she was kind of doing her interrogation, she's been a hack. So, but technically, that was for people that probably didn't have insurance. That she was doing all that bloviating for. But the people that have insurance, they already signed a document on Monday in the White House. We're talking about every insurance company in America that they would not charge for that.
Okay.
That they will waive all co-pays. They would not charge for any treatment with dealing with COVID-19.
Okay.
So
Even with some of the cellular phone networks, they're sending e-texts or just emails to your phone saying that you don't have to pay your phone bills until, or they won't terminate your phone, while the COVID-19 is going on. Yeah. So some of you people,
Yeah, I was a day late on that one.
Yeah. I got my email yesterday.
Well, I didn't get AT&T not on that.
Right.
AT&T not on. They want all of theirs and the change.
Now.
All and the change.
But right now.
All the change.
Yeah.
I guess because the anticipation is that
People gonna get sick.
People are going to get sick, and
they lose
if this thing winds up to be something more than what we expect,
Yeah.
then, oh boy,
Yeah.
But
Everybody stay at home.
But
Listen,
it's costing so much money. It's costing so much money.
Yeah.
Like everybody is losing money. It when they're talking about waiving interest.
And we're talking
on
about
your
facts.
student
We're talking
loans.
about a lot of facts today.
Yeah.
It's because we were talking about premonitions last week, and we were 100% right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be realistic. We were 90% right.
Plus 90
I'll take
plus.
the 90.
But,
I'll take the 90.
There what's going on now is the April 6th. So everybody that's listening to this podcast and on, remember April 6th. April 6th is the deciding factor if they drop the bomb.
AKA in each state,
Yeah.
martial law
Yeah,
may
martial
be
law.
established.
Now,
If you don't know what martial law is, you need to check into it now. We're
Yeah.
not trying to scare anybody, but this is where we at now in
Yep,
America.
absolutely.
Okay. Martial law is they're going to give everybody a time you got to be in the house. The military will come to each state and they will control that state or that area, city, town, township until further notice.
And how they're gonna do this the easy way before they have to kind of really put a lot of patrol units on on the block, each block and everything in each city area, is they're gonna do like Christmas. Everything shuts down.
Yeah.
No movies, no stores, no nothing. Everything shuts down. If you have to get produce or some stuff like that for your home, they will give you kind of random times. The good part about that is a lot of grocery stores have implemented, pickups and stuff like that, so they can. They have a system for that now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what they're not talking about it so heavily now because they're waiting to see how competent we are as self-management. So they limit 250 people in one location. And if the numbers of people catching COVID-19 goes up instead of down, they shutting it all down. And they're going to extend that for another 6 to 8 weeks.
But you try to go to a grocery store.
Yeah.
I went to a grocery store last night, and I have never seen it so empty in a grocery store. It's kind of like thought it was like a thing out of a.
It's like a movie.
It is really like an apocalypse movie. Like I walk in, and normally it's real colorful when you walk in the grocery store. I won't say the name of the grocery store I walked in.
Yeah.
But it's the fruit is all displayed. You're like, man, I want all of this. It was just a black staging. And it was aisle after aisle after aisle.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you get to the meat section. I paid $17 for steaks last night.
Damn.
I said, what? Is this a thing? Like, is this really what we doing right now?
Yeah.
And it was the only few steaks there. No chicken, no nothing. So I know that we're health conscious on this show. But they eating the hell out of chicken and beef right now. They tearing it up. Everybody. I think vegans is eating chicken right now because they scared. They like, damn it, we gotta survive.
I was at my buddy's store and the markup on hand sanitizer went up tenfold, man. Listen, I remember we have little medical groups that will give you hand sanitizer for free, right?
No, they charge you
a little bottle
now.
of hand sanitizer is damn near $10 now. It went from 99 cents to literally $10. So now they're saying it's gouging, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's like
Is it really gouging if I got
can make
this?
a profit?
Yeah, if I got this product right here that everybody needs, is that really gouging?
This? What about and this is something totally different, but what about Hurricane Irma? Or any time when there's some type of disaster, is it just because the market can demand
I'm
A
gonna tell you
markup?
this.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you this. If I had,
Yes.
You're talking about thousands of dollars
Hey.
for a
if
one-way
I
flight.
sold
Do you
hand
want it or not?
sanitizer, I would mark it up too.
Do you need it or not?
Absolutely, I would mark it up too. If I was Purell and I got hand sanitizer and I can't get it to the store fast enough, then yes, that hand sanitizer that I was charging $2.99 for, that now is $5.99, and I sell out at $5.99. When I ship back, it's $7.99. So by the time if I can keep raising this price and you keep buying it, we get up to $20.99, and I guarantee you, for that little 4-ounce
It
bottle,
will be sold to
it
the
will
highest
be
bidder.
sold.
You want to know why?
Absolutely.
Because this is may the best man or woman
or
win.
credit card.
in the society that we live, this rat race that we live in,
They have a
wants
name
it
for
more?
that. They call it a
whether it's fear or not.
zero. That's like a zero-sum game. Where the person that loses entirely.
But
the person that wins,
I think the
wins
thing
everything.
with this that really I'm not gonna say it bothers me, but it really concerns me is this COVID-19.
Yeah.
It really affects people that are elderly and with their immune system is compromised.
Right.
These people, so you got an elderly person, they can't get the resources that they need because healthy people, we run into the store to buy $200 worth of tissue and all the Purell we can get our hands on and all the water. But these people who live on moderate incomes monthly, their money is budgeted out and they don't have, the resources to go get this.
They don't have
And
the
now
finances.
now it's not even available to them if they do. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's a very selfish very, very selfish kind of way to be. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time,
And what
if
about-
you know you don't have
culture, right?
yeah,
Right.
if you know you don't have the money, you gotta listen. You gotta compromise. You gotta stay in the house. If you're 55 plus, whatever they're trying to scare these people with, whatever age range or whatever. Hey, if you're in fear of this, stay in the house. Here at Life Choice Health and Wealth. I was watching Lifetime last night. Here at Life Choice Health and Wealth, we're gonna coin this hashtag no fear here. We are not afraid of this. We know what we need to do. We know you need to stay clean. We know that you need to eat certain foods to keep your immunity at the best level possible, and work out. Okay? You can live in fear or you can live your life. It's up to you. The choice is yours. All right? I was sitting here thinking about, every culture of people here in America has a role. We're all connected, whether you all want to believe it or not. But we all have a specific place that we're in here in America, right? So let's talk about the Asians. Your favorite foods?
Chinese.
Who? Listen.
Thai. It's
Thai.
Coco probably love Thai.
I'm a
She
Chinese-
step up.
Listen, no,
I'm a
she
Chinese-
loves
I'm
Chinese
Chinese,
food.
but I'm a
Listen,
Panda
Chinese-
Express.
listen, your favorite egg rolls, huh? Your shrimp fried rice.
You can't even find rice in the store right now, though.
Now, look,
That's
I got
crazy.
partners.
That is
I got friends
crazy.
from all cultures.
Yeah.
I literally do.
Yeah.
Right. And listen, man, stop treating my Chinese brothers and sisters all bold right now.
Right.
Okay. They listen at the Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
It's a ghost town. It's a ghost town.
It's not like that at the nail shop.
Right.
Okay,
I
now
was there yesterday.
I went to the cleaners yesterday.
Oh yeah. I just got some my coat out the cleaner. I had put 2 coats in the cleaners, and luckily it was retrieved yesterday because my man he out of there. He like, I'm gone.
I went to the cleaners yesterday, and there's a Chinese family that owns the cleaners that I go to.
Of course.
Okay, Ruby's Cleaners, and they're good people. Those are my people. Listen, this lady,
That's a plug.
this lady, this lady. Listen, she seen me yesterday. Man, she gave me a hug. She never gave me a hug before, man. So I'm wondering, like, no,
She rubbed it on me.
no, she didn't. No, but
Come
I
on,
think
Kobe.
she gave me a hug because
And now we have it.
I think she gave me a hug because nobody is utilizing the cleaners right now. Because she had like half the cleaners was shut down, like all the lights were off on one side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, where you been at?" Like English was perfect yesterday. Probably spot on.
No accent or nothing.
What? It was no.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" She's like, "What you need?" You know. I'm like, "Look, I'm just putting the suit in the,
Yeah.
put the suit in here and I'll, come back and get it." But
Yeah.
it was just funny to me how happy
crazy.
she was to see me walking.
She probably ain't seen no customers all week.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm telling you.
No human interaction.
Listen, we are so biased when it,
We're selective bias.
We're selectively
We're selective
biased. But when it comes to like that culture's turn of like bullshit, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I'm telling you. I went to the nail place yesterday. Hopping. I got there at 11:30.
Everybody getting their nails done before they have to
Hopping.
stay in the house.
Hopping.
Before they get on, before they put
walked
us on
in.
punishment.
It was when I got there. It was maybe
Put
two
us on
people there.
punishment.
The
Two people
government
in there at
about to put this
11:30.
country
By
on
the time I
punishment.
leave out of there, they hopping. They hopping, and I don't go to an African American nail shop. I go to an Asian nail shop.
They're the lead in America. Period.
And
Of course.
when I went in there, my guy was waiting for me, like, "Hey, come on, let's go." Like, and I had the same experience that I would have had before all of the
That shit
notoriety
appointment only.
around this.
Appointment only nails.
But I'm telling
Upscale.
But so I was like, let me, now I'm paying attention, right? So
Yeah.
I'm driving and those little parking lots, they still full. So we're selective by it. So no, we're not eating Chinese food because I haven't had Chinese food in a really long time. But
And you won't eat,
I won't eat it.
You won't not.
Why?
Well, I would the
Don't
one
you
that I
say it.
No, the one that I really really liked. They shut down last summer for about 2 months, and I was like, "What is happening?" So you call him and you go by there. I'm like, "Dang, what's happening?" And then they open back up all of a sudden, like in the middle of the week, boom. I'm like, "Hell no, something ain't right." Health department that came through here. So okay, my taste buds like, no, we need this. They're open now. Yeah. I go and I'm literally shaking with the damn fork in my hand. So I'm like, no. So I haven't eaten it. But if I found one that I felt comfortable enough, then I would be.
But you can't get comfortable now. How you gonna get comfortable now?
It's done.
They may have flew back over, to run away from over Wooch. Where is it? Wuhan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they can go wherever they want to now. As long as the nail shop don't close, I'm good. The nail place got to stay there. They got to be ready. Wow. I need them in 2 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks.
You gonna be sitting there getting your nails done with the respirator on?
It was a girl walked in with the mask on. And I'm like, now ain't you been listening to the CDC say take that damn thing off your face because you gon' get the flu. Yeah. Mind you, like in the last 2 weeks, 6,000 people died of the flu.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Just throw that little tidbit out there.
Speaking of these, this is kind of, I mean, we are a health show, but this is kind of controversial, right? Or it's kind of controversial.
It's very.
So I got in contact with a lot of people this week. Okay, one of our fans, and thank you very much, sent me a book. It's called The Eyes of Darkness by Dean Koontz.
Oh yeah,
okay.
he's a
and
storyteller.
He goes into in his time he might have been a quack, right? They might have viewed him as a quack, a crazy guy. Yeah. Okay, and he actually talks about situations that would occur in the year 2020, specifically dealing with Wuhan, and they call it they actually call it the. Hold on, let me see.
Boy.
Wuhan 400.
Now, I bet you I could go on.
It was something like that.
Network and download this book, and it's probably about $30 now.
Oh yeah.
It might have been like $10, a month ago.
It literally probably went up from $2 to, you know what I mean?
Because it's an older book. I've heard.
Yeah, it's from 1981.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
Mm. So in 1981, he was talking about how a very severe pneumonia-like illness would spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and your bronchial tubes, right? And they actually had no treatment for it. They had no vaccine for it, and it would come and it would go as fast as it came. Yeah. It spread, right? But it's allegedly supposed to return in the year 2030. That'll be our 10th anniversary, by the way. But yeah, so he talks about it in his book. He also talks about the Wuhan 400 project, which this was a petri dish created. It was supposed to be used as a mega weapon, okay? It was a weapon of mass destruction. It was supposed to be used as that. A psychic by the name of Sylvia Brown came out with a book in 2008, and she called her version of it The End of Days. Now, reading her book, it was the same exact words, so somebody's doing a little
plagiarism.
Yeah, definite plagiarism. Definite.
But it's interesting, though, how things that we see in movies end up becoming a thing 10, 15 years earlier
that idea
or
came
later.
From somewhere.
And
we're not that creative. People.
Like George Orwell's 1983 and how our world and how our government would be in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Creativity pushes you in directions that just it blows your mind. this sitting around this table blows my mind right now because I'm like, wow, I watch this on TV. I see this. How did they get there? That creativity blows my mind. But when you get to all of these different outbreak movies and things like that stuff came from somewhere. Somebody did some real research to be able to give you a storyline, plot, and an ending. That's a real thing. So that's something for real that is been experienced. That movie, nobody say back like, oh, we're gonna just dream up this, we're gonna call it this. No. I'll never believe that. Nothing in this world can convince me otherwise.
I mean, I believe some of us have very beautiful minds, and
I agree. To write beautiful stories,
have limitless minds to a degree. Whether they can actually capture what it is that their thoughts is one thing, but yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, all of these movies, man. I'm just thinking about
and books.
George
Orwell's 1983. So just very interesting stuff, man. And it's crazy because I was thinking last week, and I didn't want to say this, but I said, what if this is a population control type of deal?
I think we alluded to that last week. We alluded to that.
And what if it was specifically meant for them over there?
That's why I said,
because you got a billion people.
Right.
And you just, I don't know. You never know. You never can put things past. And then, like, say, for example, you guys are familiar with all of the different tactics that the Germans used as far as mind control and the things that they would air over their broadcasting systems to different frequencies, different sounds, different messages, to control the population, to have them think a certain way or a certain thing. So,
but as we talked about last week, I think that Corvid is done exactly what was expected for it to do. And it scared the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was put out here because it wasn't like it just showed up a month ago. It's been around since late October, early November. Yeah. But absolutely. we didn't hear a lot about it because it wasn't close to us and it didn't impact us. So
we were trying to impeach Trump.
Well, we were focused on something else.
We was focused on that.
But now it's okay. That's over with, and okay. So let's just scare the hell out of them this way. So we're gonna keep talking about it and keep. So it was soft at first. You heard a little bit. Oh, this is what's going on over there, and then you look up, and now you can't turn on Jeopardy without hearing about.
The great thing about the discussion on this podcast is the different dimensions of what's happening. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, this is my feeling, theory, this is like a party for China. To watch us go through this.
Yes.
To watch us lose 11,000 points on the Dow in 1 week. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is so out cold. Mm-hmm. It's so out cold. When Trump put those tariffs on them, we didn't know where he was going to hit us.
And you know what, man? These they are very, very, very intelligent.
Impatient.
Very intelligent.
Very
I believe that they are. So we are both superpowers, and militaristic. We have an edge on them. In the air.
Do we?
On the water.
Do we really?
In the air.
1 billion people.
But that's on the ground. On the ground,
in the
there's
air,
nothing we can do with them on the ground. In the air,
I'll say 6 years ago, they stole our stealth jet from the Pentagon. They actually hacked into it. This is all real. Look this up. Mm-hmm. And they stole our jet blueprints, our stealth jet blueprints.
Oh wow!
And when they did a parade in the last year of President Obama's term, and they did a parade to show where they were at this time, and they did the first flyovers with these jets that they stole from us.
Oh yes.
So, but they wanted to show us that they took it, they built it, and then we got y'all blueprints.
Well, I mean,
And
come on
one
now.
of our drones got knocked out the sky over there. We were spying on them in
We know that-
2006.
We know that they're
No,
very
this is China.
intelligent
China
because
too, and they
we
refuse to
build
give
a
it
car,
back.
they build a better car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's just like you said, they're playing chess. We playing checkers.
The long game. They're playing the long game.
They're playing chess because I don't care whatever we think we got the up on. They come back with a vengeance because I mean you look at a Camry. The Camry could be 20,000 years old and it's still running.
Listen to the podcast and even listen to the news. I need you to be very objective of what's the information that's been given to you. Why is it been given to you in that way?
Yes.
Okay. We have to remember the swine flu in 2010 took out 17,000 people. Swine flu ain't in America just going around like the flu. It took out 17,000 people. We didn't freak out. We didn't shut down anything.
Right.
30 deaths from COVID-19. We shut it down.
And the timing. It's about the timing of it. Why? You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna
election time and every election time is always something.
I'm not saying be a Trump supporter or anything, but they got to shut him down. Only thing he had good for him is the economy. They had to check that out.
Yeah.
They had to take that out.
Well, they
Now check fact this right here. Every election year, and we're not a political team here, okay? But if you check fact every election year, it was some type of virus or flu that came out and, had its way with, the public. I was looking at it yesterday. Do it yourself. Check it out.
So there's always something happening, right? Either somebody's forcing something to happen, creating something to happen,
Right.
Or playing it up.
And these things seem to just happen out of the blue by happenstance, right? And here's this guy right here in position to become the savior or to be put in a good light because he implements something to mitigate this thing, whatever it may be, What did George Bush do after the buildings got knocked down? He fumbled big time,
Well,
in a lot of
he just
different
said,
ways.
"We're coming for you."
It's
not enough.
Well, I'm saying
of course we coming for you.
we know
Yes, we
that.
covered
That's a
that.
given.
You had just to carry that whole thought out so it won't be cut off right there. You had Americans, young people that would have never thought about joining the military. They seen those towers come down and they didn't care about their life. They wanted to send a message.
They wanted to be
You know what I'm
patriots.
saying? They wanted to be patriots. So for him come over there, we're gonna get them. We're gonna show these people who knocked down these buildings. Look, the young people are wow right now, and they want to go over there and teach them a lesson. So I don't need you to say anything. But in this situation, we're talking about something that was ramping up pretty hardcore in January. We were so focused on impeaching Trump and all that stuff like that that we didn't see what they were doing to counteract like some virus that's coming over here.
Maybe we did see it, but we didn't get the hype that we're getting right now.
Right.
So, because we were so hyped on what's going on. I think it is.
It is.
Yeah.
What was going on with impeaching Trump and doing whatever. So now it's like, okay, well, that's over with. What can we hype them up? Because, like I said, you turn on every channel, and that's all it is. COVID-19.
Just
That's
remember,
it. Everybody's reporting on it.
It's a what is it? We have about 3,000 people that have it here now.
A little over, I think, like
3,000.
Yeah, something like
And
that.
Since Tuesday?
30.
So it was 1,100 cases on Tuesday, 33 deaths.
Okay, so
No,
maybe,
we're talking
so
about.
maybe about 13.
Oh, you talking about worldwide?
No,
here.
actually,
Or
we have
maybe it's
here
like
in the state of
1,300
Michigan.
people
I
that
told
caught
you.
it.
Well, we know
so
if it
it's a case in Livonia? Did you?
No,
It is
listen,
a
we
case
got
in Livonia.
multiple cases
It's a case in
here.
Livonia.
Yeah, we had 12.
12,
Earlier
25.
yesterday.
It's 25. When I
It's
checked
25
yesterday,
today.
when I checked
you're
last
right,
night, it
you're
was
right.
25 reported cases.
Yeah, it was
and they're in
on-
Oakland County, Wayne County, Washtenaw County,
Listen, y'all, we're
Wednesday
people are-
night.
Bay
it was-
County, and so some up north. So
Okay.
it's spread over. It's not,
Yeah.
To the metro area.
'Cause-
It's spread over because it's
Thursday,
County.
Thursday
25
morning,
cases,
Thursday
so.
night, it was 12 reported. That's why
Whatever night they closed the
Whitmer came
schools.
out.
Is that the night that they
by the
announced-
morning?
Night before
Yeah.
last, I think.
It went up to 25.
And we have quarantine facilities in Michigan right now, right up under y'all noses.
Yep.
And we told you all.
Yeah.
And
We
it's
told you
spots
all, it's
now
real.
that they're setting up like let's say a parking lot, right? So this designated area, you go get test kits. They are setting up, and I want to say it's 15
Yeah, they're gonna
listed.
and it's gonna be in all Walmart locations that you just drive up and do the tests and stuff like that.
And they're trying to get it where you can
do.
do drive through. Yep.
Yeah, so when is that going to start?
They try to put it out next week.
Yeah.
So all in all, I just want to remind that when everyone is saying, is it a hoax or is it a hyping of the thing or is it not? Just keep this in mind. 17,000 people died of the swine flu. It's like a major pandemic that was in America. Okay? We didn't go look at 2010. We didn't do this. Okay? We did not shut stuff down like this, even was this scared of it. You have about 3,000 people that in America that we know of that has COVID-19, and we have 30 deaths, and we are shutting it down, people.
But what we're not thinking about, these people that have it or have had been in contact with it and have recovered from it, they're not even reporting that.
Right.
I read a whole article last night
They're not going
about
to tell
a lady,
you about who's recovering.
about a lady.
No.
They don't want
she-
you to know that. They want you to
she
think
had
that
it in
everybody
Seattle.
died.
She lives in Seattle. She was exposed to it. She had it. And honestly, they told her, they treated her because she had the symptoms: fever, shortness of breath, headache. So and she was like, no, I believe I have it. Her doctor tested her. She was positive. The doctor sent her home. She got rest, like we said. She ate soup and she took over-the-counter medication for 14 days. So she let her job know, hey, I got it. No problem, stay at home. 14 days later, she's reporting to some press outlet in France. Please calm everybody down, relax everybody. If you do these things and you're a healthy body, you will come out of this. Be concerned for the people that we initially said, your elderly and your people with compromised immune systems. But this woman, and I swear this story has been shared everywhere. So I seen it first on Facebook. So let me go really try to find out this story. So I go to Washington, Seattle's whatever newspaper, and it was right there.
Oh, so it was fact.
This is real. So I looked it up, and it was fact. And this woman had her picture there. She was, this was me when I was in the house. She was eating. She said, I started to feel better by the time the doctor told me that I had it. Because what I did, I rested like I would do with a cold. I stayed in the house and I worked from home. By the time he told me I was positive with it, I was already starting to feel better.
And what Coco is saying is what you guys need to take away. So when we get back into the conversation of theories and illogical point of views and everything like that, take away what she just got through saying. This is how you guys need to approach it. Okay, if you're elder, 55 and up, please be on your guard. It's all right for you to go to Home Depot, get you a nice little rubber suit, and walk around in that because you got it bad, possibly.
Now,
okay?
Do we have a pie demographically
Of what?
of how many people are getting this, this coronavirus by group of culture, like, the African people, the Chinese people.
Well, they're saying
Europeans,
that the
who's the
they're
lead
saying
in
that
this?
people
Like,
in warm climates are it's not even affecting their population at all.
Because you have to think about it. Any bacteria, right? Or, it's not a bacteria because it's viral. But it doesn't survive in this heat. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't survive in this heat. And it can't. It
doesn't
can't
survive in heat.
It can't. It can't mutate the way that it would.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people, your body is moving around. You're constantly sweating, so your pores are open, and you're getting. You know what I'm saying?
So to answer your pie chart thing,
you're very.
We're seeing that in the
unbreathable
Asian
suit.
community. In the Asian culture, it's pretty high. In the Arabic culture, it's pretty high.
Yep.
And then the Western culture is pretty high.
Western, okay.
Like so European.
Okay.
The UK, Italy, all that stuff like that. China,
white people.
South Korea. I'm not saying white.
Well, I don't think that's what he said.
I'm sorry.
I'll say I'm more saying climate.
Because we have a very diverse audience.
Yeah.
And some
and
people,
you guys have to remember, we caught it because of Europe didn't close their gates to China. So China's
okay,
Chinese
come on
students,
now. Before we
fact.
go down that theory, I don't know.
Look it up as I'm
down
talking.
a rabbit hole.
I think we going.
Look it up.
Are we having technical difficulties?
We actually closed our gates in January to China. So we were pretty good. We had some people here that had it, but those were people that traveled, and we got them. We knew who they were. We got them off the plane and we quarantined them. Okay, so the additional people came from Europe. So we had to figure out why they came from Europe. Okay, and that was because Europe decided they're not going to shut their borders. It's pretty racist. They're not going to do that. So a lot of the foreign exchange students, the Asian students came in. They in Amsterdam. This is why Tom Hanks called it. They actually closed their borders, but they quarantined a few Chinese foreign exchange students.
Okay.
But they did a self-quarantine, and a couple of the guys went out to go to the bars and stuff like that.
Because you're in Amsterdam.
Yeah, and they end up passing it around, and that's how Tom Hanks caught it.
I was...
Did they shut down the red light district over there?
Probably not.
Probably.
That's where they got the coronavirus.
How could you shut that?
I'm pretty sure they shut it down now.
Damn.
But... And the reason that I said, like, are we really, is that really a thing? Because we got people that were still allowed to travel. It's not like we said, we're shutting our airport systems down. We didn't do that because we still had business to conduct all over the world.
Yeah. Right.
So, and that's why I said, shutting it down to Asia or China or wherever, to say, no, you can't come here. I understand that in theory, right? That makes sense in theory.
I'm telling you fact. This is a fact.
I believe that it is a fact.
If you were not a citizen of America and you came from China, they would not let you come.
Okay,
they wouldn't let you board the plane.
That's my thing was, even a citizen that was there, they could have brought it back.
No, they did. I'm telling you they did.
So that's what I'm saying. So shutting it down didn't do anything.
Because we let American citizens.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got American citizens that's coming back.
I believe that.
So shutting it down and to say that this is why we got it, we got people that was vacationing there, people doing business there, and they had to come home.
Is to minimize and put a lid on it. You know what I'm saying? If you keep allowing people to,
and I think a lot of it was because most of the people that we even monitor, the citizens that came back from these regions, Italy and China, that we let come back in, they pulled them to the side even when they came off the plane
and checked them.
But they told them self-quarantine yourself. So go home and for 2 weeks don't leave the house. How many people gonna really do that?
That's my point exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So
especially when it wasn't, we didn't have the hype that we had, that we have now.
Right.
Okay, look, this is what's going on over there. You need to go self-quarantine. And he's like, or she's like, or they're like, okay, I need to be checked out, whatever. So they probably went into the doctor, no, you're fine. But symptoms don't show up. They said it takes like 3 to 14 days. Well, in that time, they done been to Costco and everything else. So
at the same time too, I was sent a video through Messenger on Facebook, and I can't recall what this guy's name is. I wish I could look at it right now. But this guy in China, he seemed like he was a pretty important guy. Maybe he's a doctor or something like that.
Okay.
And I don't think that he was downplaying it at all. I just think that he was saying if you are careful, this is how it's spread. It's not airborne. It comes from droplets. So somebody sneezes.
It's an airborne pathogen,
and it gets on you.
So it has to be some. It has to be
yes,
airborne
of course,
to some degree, right?
Of course,
right.
yes,
Okay.
to some degree. But it doesn't mean that this person has it. They're breathing, and just because they're breathing is going to travel, is going to stay in the air. You know what I'm saying?
well, allegedly stays in the air for 60 seconds. That's alleged, right?
Okay.
So it is an airborne pathogen. You can get it just from, taking a breath in. You don't necessarily have to be talking to anybody, right?
But the flu is the same way.
But the flu, it's the same. It's the same exact
It's the same way. A cold is the same way.
Right.
But because I it was a big thing with where I work. The money. We touch money all day long. It could be on the money. It can be on the money. Well, from the reading I've done, by the time it passes to you, the potency of it is so minimal that it would be no different than what's already on the money. And money is disgusting.
You'll literally catch a cocaine high
Before you catch
from grabbing a fistful of dollars before you catch the coronavirus. Chances are, right? So, public stores, they're shutting down until further notice, 8 p.m. every day. Did anybody hear that?
Did you? Wow, I'm late on it. I had a busy day yesterday.
Yeah. So you live.
Well, I wish they shut mine down.
Well, guess what? It's gonna listen. It's about. I feel like this. We about
It's
to
gonna
go
happen.
into martial law.
They're gonna shut.
This is just my opinion.
You want me to cut that comment out?
I could be.
Yeah, you can.
I could be wrong, but for one of the reigning grocery stores to pull their times down until further notice, I mean, it says a lot. So don't be surprised. Your favorite store, you get over there at 6 p.m. and it's closed, and you wondering why.
But it makes sense though, because you got workers there.
Yeah.
And these people, if you hear one inkling about your associates or your profit down the line, you need people in that building to run it. Management can't run it by themselves. You got deliveries, you got things like that. And with the scarcity of goods right now, you need to operate on some kind of restriction, anything, because it's probably costing way more money to open the door to that business now than the money you're making.
Absolutely.
So you have to. So now you got to weigh that out. Am I just being greedy, or am I being, conscious of what the needs of my associates and what the needs of my business? I'm protecting my bottom line because, as we've said time and time again, we will come out of this. And when we come out of this, credit card is going to be maxed out. Capital One is going to be a very big, happy company, because if we going to go back, we're going to get right back to it. But I'm an online shopper. They was pulling up to my house, all the time. But I'm like, no, let me stop. Because do I got enough soap and all of that? Because you have to kind of take on, if I have to be at home.
Yeah.
First off, I don't know how I would survive because I'm not a cooker. I don't have groceries in my house. So I'm going to get,
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, I'm literally, it's no food in my house. So, yeah, I can probably.
She eat out every day.
Every day.
What?
It's more cost effective.
And that's a coming soon episode. We're gonna get Coco to learn how to cook for herself and things of that nature.
Get you together.
Yeah. Okay. This is.
But like, look, we're not gonna have a whole show about getting Coco together.
Yeah, yes, we are. It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
But you have to be. You just from a management level. With what I do. I'm thinking about that because, I hop on the conference call and they like, look, we got to adjust your sales plan because we're not making money. And this company wide, because we got stores all over the place and, they feeling it. And I got associates that make pretty good money. So just to have them in my building looking at me, I'm like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
There's only so much dusting you can do.
It's pretty interesting
Yeah.
about like how you're saying about, is it costing you more to open that door?
It is. You got to run the
You
lights.
know what I'm saying?
You know,
Heat.
the energy,
You're
the
having about
heat.
3 customers per day.
Yeah.
Like really?
Whoever came up with they were so innovative. Whoever came up with the idea to shop online, it was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Because now you can get everything online. You can get your groceries dropped at your door. You ain't
Yeah,
even
but
gotta-
it's a pro and a con to it because now, socializing is what?
Oh, we're not social. We don't talk to
You know
each
what
other.
I mean? Like, so now we kind of got a robot mentality of like dealing with one another.
Unless for us, it's different because I don't look at you all as a friend or somebody that an associate of mine.
Right.
This is my family.
Right.
So I think our age group, we're more socialized than what our nieces, nephews, children will be.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
Yeah.
you just think about it, like you said, I can go order everything I need. I can get my prescriptions delivered to me. I get my groceries, clothes, everything.
Yeah.
So if I could literally put myself in a room and work from home, I would never talk to someone outside of my house.
Right.
Except for the Uber driver to drop my food off or the ship lady that dropped my bags at the door. If I go, because I might look on the camera, they out there.
If
know
you
what I'm
talk
saying?
to them, because
If you
you
talk-
don't. You just
You open the door, boom, and you close the door. So it really is. It's a pro and a con. It definitely is. It's a profit margin. You drive business so easy because I don't have to secure it. I don't have to protect it. It's already a warehouse. They ship it because I look at business from all of it because I have to. I got to analyze my business on a daily basis. So it's definitely hurting. On average we see about 400 people a day.
wow.
I think yesterday we seen 150. And the day before that, it was about 133.
Oh, so it's dwindling. So next week you have about 17. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as kids are at home, a mom, if I was a mom, I wouldn't want to, bring my kid out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would make those trips as minimal as I can because you just don't know.
So Chuck E. Cheese is about to hit
Well,
Skid
first off,
Row.
that's a cesspool of sneezes and boogers and everything. So,
And
no.
boogers.
Y'all to get through this Chuck E. Cheese. Y'all. Listen, right after April 6th, it'll be back to normal. Back to kids
But what's
snotting all over the
funny
place.
is the companies that a Chuck E. Cheese
Kicking on Chucky, trying to pull his mask
but they're
off.
going through and sanitizing. They're doing to show the public. Because if you check your email, I've gotten emails from everybody. This is what we're doing to protect our customers against this. So feel free to still come in.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Check out the AMC theater one. Read that.
I have a storage unit, and they
Are
sent
they
me.
shutting that down too? Okay.
It was
gotcha. Damn.
a guy in the grocery store last night. He said he went to the movies because now everybody's talking to everybody because we're standing in line for an hour.
Yeah.
And he said, I went to the movies the other day. And I was like, really? You what? He was like, yeah, it was like 2 people in there. I was like, well, what time did you go? He was like, it's like 8:00
What? PM?
p.m.
I went to the movies the other night too.
How was it?
I don't know if it was I don't want to say an old movie, but I just hadn't seen it.
There's people in there? Like, you didn't go see Casablanca or something like that. Casablanca or
Where
something.
would you even see that?
Bad Boys. I
He's
hadn't-
looking
I
at
hadn't
you.
seen
Now,
it.
wait, hold on. Sir, you just went to see Bad Boys and it came out in January?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
You should have just waited for the DVD.
Well, it came through on the Fire Stick, but it was like the quality. I don't know what was going on, so I just decided I'm not gonna watch it.
Stick, it was a bootleg.
Bootleg, right.
Right. So I think it was.
And we don't
bootleg, and
condone
it was
bootlegging, watching bootlegs here. At Life
anti-piracy.
Choice Health and Wealth.
Anti-piracy.
Please don't connect us
Yes.
to any bootlegging, moonshining, bootlegging, piracy, anything of that nature. We're not a part of that.
Yes.
All right,
So-
continue, E.
So, but I just think the scare of all of this is like It's gonna hurt the country, man.
It's gonna hurt the country.
Hurting the country.
I mean, like
What?
bad, like bad. I
It's
mean,
bad
it's
now.
bad. It's bad now.
You better
But
look
I think
around.
I'm saying like
see
as
the
this, I'm
gas
talking
now?
about in the next week or so, as it progresses, like
You see the
this is
gas
gonna get
prices
bad.
now?
Oh yeah,
It's gonna hurt everybody.
They're going down.
You know.
A lot.
Yeah, for AMC, they're
But other people are going to win.
their email that they sent out is that they limiting people. If it's a 500 seat theater, they're limited to 250 because you can't really have more than 250.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
because of state of emergency.
And,
Wow.
meaning that they're gonna make people kind of, unless you're a couple or something, you sit seats away from each other.
So what
That's
are they
they're
going to
trying
do with these major films that come out in May? The summer,
They're
the
losing-
big
they're-
hit
they're-
summer.
Everybody's
they're not
losing
releasing.
their ass.
Well, they're gonna hold a lot of that.
Because you got a
They're gonna
movie
hold
that
a lot
was,
of
I think it was
Wow.
a big movie supposed to come out.
Like Mulan, Disney Mulan, that
Yeah.
was supposed to come out. They postponed. You'll see most movies will postpone.
But my
The
my
things that are
brother,
out now, they'll kind of give it an extension.
my
Okay.
brother went to the casino last night,
Okay.
and they were turning people away.
Wow.
Yeah, so they got something going on with what's going on with the casino.
They
Because
shut
you
it
got
down.
they got
They
they
shutting it
count
down.
you got to have a count
shutting that
because you
down.
can't have more than 250 people in there, including your workers.
Yeah.
They shutting
They're
they
shutting
they
that
Are
closing,
you serious?
including
shutting
your
it down.
workers.
So you can't even go to the casino, which is good for a lot of people that got that bug on them.
I would be surprised
Okay.
if any of the casinos are open today.
Because he
I
went,
would be amazed.
he
by
posted
that.
last night that he was going. He tried to go.
Let's
So I-
take a look into this.
Wait a minute, I can't go and get some food from
Man,
the
you
buffet
can't do
today?
nothing.
If they at if you the 249th person, you
Yeah.
can get in there.
Okay, because I know they canceled our casino specifically. They canceled all the events coming up.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
yep. All of the shows,
All
and
of the
Yeah.
So what is it called? Soundboard.
soundboard.
Okay,
yep.
so yeah, they canceled all those.
Yeah, we were.
What's that most?
My company was. We were doing the directing and the production of the baby and Cash Doll.
Yeah.
Yo Gotti. We
Yeah,
were doing that
yeah,
concert at
yeah.
Little Caesar, and we had sold out at 20,000. They canceled it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to hip hop, but jeez.
But I mean, because I was gonna buy. I wanted to go to the Laker game, right? Lakers versus the Pistons. I
Yeah.
wanted to go, so I went on there. I was looking at the tickets, and I'm like, well, no, let me wait. Let me see if they drop down because the tickets they were like $150 a piece, which is fine. But I'm like, let me just see.
Yeah.
And then as they was talking about, playing the game but with no fans.
Yeah.
So then it was pulled from the lineup. Like you knew they were playing, but you couldn't purchase tickets. And now the season's postponed indefinitely. I'm like, well, I'm glad I didn't buy these tickets. But the good thing is that they were issuing 100% refunds, or you can get a credit to a later show or that game if they played it later. And it was posted all over their website and all over Ticketmaster and everything. But I'm like, well, I'm glad I didn't, just give my $300 to go.
How does this affect your favorite TV show? Because we all got to meet up, pile up somewhere,
remember
we have to still.
the existence
Or are we
of
going to cancel the show
the
until
existence of
momentarily?
Netflix is because of the 2007 writer strike. So you got to always, even the industry got to be careful how they deal with this. They
Yeah.
really screwed up in 2007.
Okay.
When they allow to not acquire content enough to keep anything into production, and they kind of waited to see if the writers would write a show for them or do an episode for them or something like that. That kind of destroyed Hollywood. So now that's why you got these different entities, and that's why they're fighting for their hand back. So that's why Disney pretty much buying Lucasfilm, 20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
What else do they buy? Pretty much Disney is power.
Yeah.
That's the number one.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you say that, hopefully they'll figure out a way to kind of say, okay, let's minimize the production staff
Okay.
up to 250 or something like that.
Yeah.
So we can keep these shows going and keep doing the production of it, because if they shut down,
Yeah, because
people like Netflix, they're gonna take over.
But I'm looking at it like this. We're all actors, right? Okay. and this coronavirus is out, I might be the scared actor. I mean, like, I might be the guy's like, hey, I ain't coming to work today. And I might be
That's what's happening, though.
you know,
People,
the real deal of the show. I
like
might be the meat and potatoes
Orlando
of the
Bloom,
show.
he
You get what I'm
was.
saying?
Right.
but people like Orlando
like-
Bloom, a lot of big stars, they actually quarantine themselves. They're actually isolating
They're like-
themselves from the staff.
Yeah.
So this happening already.
So your favorite show,
It's about to get.
so you ain't got no reruns to watch.
Yeah. Well, you will be watching reruns.
Yeah.
So back to the casinos here. So they have put up temporary walls according to
What?
Yes.
and according to
Yes.
our local news, they put up temporary walls to block off certain sections of the casino.
Yes.
So that way they can monitor the number of people, and they are keeping it to the 250 capacity.
Ain't no way.
So
It's unsustainable.
exactly, it doesn't even make sense. So, but to keep it, and that so it's monitored by staff, but they're vowing right now that the casinos will not close; they will remain open, but they're being heavily monitored by a staff person to make sure that they stay within the governor's order of 250 people.
Okay, so dumb question. Can I still smoke a cigarette in the casino?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because I'm puffing and I'm blowing out the coronavirus.
Double
I
whammy.
mean, let's just say if I got it.
But here's
whammy.
the thing. Here's the thing. Though.
I'm just saying. What
That's the one place that you can go and smoke throughout the thing. You don't. They have smoke-free areas in the casino.
Yeah, I know that.
But the smokers are the ones in there spending the money because they're comfortable and they relaxed. Right now, they ain't giving a damn about you.
So wait, we're
no.
talking about compromised
saying.
immunity, right? And
Well,
hey,
that person's smoking.
hey,
They
people that
immunity
smoking,
is already compromised.
your lungs are compromised.
Yes.
By tar, by all kind of stuff, nasty stuff, right? People, everybody that smokes. Listen, I don't smoke. You don't smoke. You don't smoke. You don't smoke. But our lungs are still compromised as well because
We're around
we're
smoking.
taking in pollutions every day. We're sucking it in, whether we want to or not. So somebody with a more compromised lung, and this thing attacks respiratory, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You smoking at the casino.
With
Chances
the
are.
corona.
With the corona.
And
I'm
a
just
Corona
saying.
beer.
And a corona beer.
It don't make sense. I got a question. Our first responders. I've been talking to some first responders, and I don't think they're ready.
They're not.
I don't think they're ready at all. I'm talking about EMT techs. I'm talking about nurses, police. Well, one of my partners tell me they don't have anything on paper to combat a possible issue in regards to coronavirus.
Shit,
They don't have
the
masks.
Shit. Right.
Right?
He wasn't
They're-
ready.
These people are the EMTs, the fire departments, the police departments. They're walking into these houses, man, every single day. And
With
then what are
self-quarantine
you
people.
What are you taking back to your family? Now, what are you taking back to your family?
I was on I want to say Instagram yesterday or something. Oh yeah, this guy that I follow, he posts this crazy stuff all the time. It's a lot of it hilarious as well, but he had on this. It looks like what do you call those face masks? They're like neoprene face masks.
Okay.
With the
He had on the face.
But
mask.
I think it had like a charcoal filter or something like that built into it.
It's called a training mask.
Training mask. The training. It looked like the training mask.
Right.
Exactly. So I don't know. I saw another advertisement for it after I saw that on his face, and I'm like, hey, here they go.
But I'm saying how is that going to affect our security?
I think that's what the scare is. We just what you don't know, and it has to affect our security. It only makes sense that it would affect our security because the people we entrust and the entities we entrust to secure us, they're compromised too. So if a firefighter runs into this house to do a wellness check on somebody because we haven't heard from them, and this person happens to be self-quarantined, we don't know what level they are or what their health is, because it's not like their medical sheet is listed on their door. You don't know what you're walking into.
And the cops, they you know, their runs to those locations, it's not gonna say, oh, by the way, this person is quarantined for coronavirus.
Because
right
they
now.
don't, but the person
and
that's
the cops
reporting that, it's not telling that to dispatch when they call.
Exactly. So the cops, the medical, and firefighters are all still going to go to that location. Right? It's still their job. They're still going to go to that location. So how is law enforcement and the fire department and
They can't.
those
bro.
brave EMT techs?
They pull up first.
Yeah, they pulling up first, man.
they are.
So how is the government or how is the world
that you're
gonna-
asking? Because I even have a questions for pretty much all three of you guys.
Yeah.
To your expertise of been a Khalil doing the herbalist, Eric doing fitness, Coco been a business
worldwide renowned guru,
how to
financial guru,
how to run
right?
like an operations of a facility that has abundant amount of customers coming into that door. So now you guys have to adjust your acumen to how would you manage people in this situation.
Right.
So Khalil,
Compassion.
you're asking the question not rhetorically, you're kind of almost sending it out to them for them to give you some kind of response back
absolutely.
to how
It's
they're
definitely
doing it.
something to think
But
about.
I'm kind of wondering, okay, how would you put the first responders? Because when they sent the CDC, they sent out a card. Every company has it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your company received it too. How to clean, how to
yeah.
how to
Yeah,
actually,
Yep.
Yes.
keep your environment or the environment that the customers are coming into. So some way to keep down the possibility of collecting COVID-19. So the first responders, is it a theory that they don't have the gloves and the mask and stuff, or is that a fact that you're finding out that they don't?
It is a fact that they do not have the proper equipment
Wow.
to handle COVID-19.
Well, here's-
I don't think in America, period.
I was going to
law
say, I don't think
enforcement,
anybody
period,
has it, though.
or
Yeah.
with the EMTs, period,
I
or
was
with the
gonna say
fire departments around the America, period. Man, they're not ready for that.
I think we alluded to
And
that
it's
last
crazy.
week, though,
It's
because
crazy
if we
be-
said the hospitals, we're not even equipped to handle the people that are
volume.
sick,
The
the
volume.
volume that we're
Yeah,
going to see. So
yeah.
if the hospital, where we go for refuge and care,
And healthcare.
is not equipped, how is it that I expect
And then-
our law
You know
enforcement,
what?
our fire
I've-
department, and our EMTs to handle that before you even get to the hospital?
and then you have
Somebody got to get them to the hospital.
Khalil-
Somebody got to get them to the hospital.
Khalil talking about going to the fitness center
Sure,
and stuff
sure.
like that, and we need to shut the fitness centers down. I don't understand that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
so I'm just saying, if you're gonna shut down the stores and theaters and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I'm sure more.
Well,
no.
we were
But
talking
but
about
I'm gonna
joining
go
the gym.
to
I'll wait till
Eric.
this is over.
What are you saying for people's fitness? Because they can't, like, I guess they could be out there running.
And I
around
think that's the
neighborhood
best
or
thing you
something
could
like
do,
that?
though.
Or are
Yeah,
you,
I think
are
I
you
think
guys
that's the best
saying-
thing you can
Are
do.
you guys saying from Life Choice Health and Wealth that keep going to the fitness center? Are you saying that?
I'm not saying keep going to the fitness center because people are terrified right now. What I'm saying is continue to work out. Monitor your own body. We always talk about learning your body, learning how your body works from the moment you get up, to it's time to go back to sleep. You should know your body better than anybody. You know what I mean? So just from the foods that you eat, and I'm currently on a 30-day water fast right now.
What day you want to?
Sheesh.
You should be almost done now, man.
Yeah, I got like 5 days left.
Yeah, you should be
4 or
almost
5
You're
days
such
left.
a courageous man for that.
Well, you know what? Just being disciplined. That's it.
That's
It's not
discipline.
necessarily losing weight or body fat. It's really, for me, it's a continuous step to being disciplined,
Yeah.
right? So I can say, boom, I stop this right now. right? In my mind, I'm done. I'm looking at my favorite whatever it is, and I'm stopping it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Right? So that's what I'm teaching myself.
Oh.
And you ain't got to do 30 days like me. But
I can't do a week.
Just get disciplined to do it one day.
Start with a day.
And build from that. You can build from. Listen, it's people that I personally know. 30 days ain't nothing.
I can see she gonna be resistant.
30
I'm
days
not
ain't
gonna
in
be
that-
resistant.
in that gym,
I just need
I'm not
support
So
in
You got support.
giving
So,
up
Eric,
the
no,
coffee.
Eric, no, this is too.
Eric, you
Oh
do
my God.
you do fitness training and you train people in gyms. So what do you like? Are you saying kind of ignore the grouping regulations and kind of
Well,
keep going to the gym? What are you saying?
You'll never see 250 people in the gym. Period.
Right.
Anyway, you know what I mean?
I understand.
Hey, listen,
But
I
I
will
think-
pay $100 million if I see 250 people in the gym.
no,
I don't have that, by the way.
I think
so.
that
But what do you like? So what do you if you had to be over the fitness environment? Because sooner or later people are gonna take into account even the fitness clubs and what recommendation to send down to them. So what are you saying?
I'm sure
if you just have to go to the
already
gym,
going.
if you just have to go to the gym, which I'm not suggesting one way or the other, you know what I mean? You can do what you like. But I mean, absolutely take precaution, you know? It's not, I mean, people have died from this
What would
thing,
you
but
do if you were kind of regulating yourself to normally go to the gym to do your full workout and everything, but what would you do the second option just in case that wasn't an option for you?
oh man, I'm the master of working out at home.
Okay. What so you would
Work out at home.
On the
You know
group
what I mean?
meet, you would
Work
give
out outside,
Life
go in your
Choice Health and
backyard.
Wealth listeners
Yeah.
options during this time.
Get
to
you a
kinda do-
kettlebell, a resistance band, one dumbbell. You know, you can use a kettlebell and work your entire body. You know what I'm saying? You can do get a resistance band
So-
and work your entire body. You know, if you know what to do.
So his science is 1 and mine is 0. Go to the gym. Listen, I need to be
Go at a
motivated.
time when it's not a peak time, because
I
it'll
need to
tell
be-
you this amount of people is here at this time, and you see the bar.
Listen, right now is nobody in the gym.
Right.
Usually is no, but not that many people in the gym at once. Maybe 50 people at once. So I'm talking from my science, where I'm going to the gym. But you know, regardless, I'm going to the gym. Where I'm not scared of whatever's out there. Where if you are, then you accept Eric's science. You stay at home. You know, but guess what? You got to go to the store, y'all, or you got to buy this stuff online and get these resistant bands, get these kettlebells, and you can work out from your home. But I need to be motivated. So I need to get in my car, drive to and from somewhere because I'm here now, right? So if I'm here
It's
now,
a
I got to
task.
do the work. If I'm here now, I got to do the work. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to wash my hands like I do every day I go to the gym.
I mean, I'm kind
I'm
of
still
gonna
going
pose
to
a
the
question
gym.
to you before you
Okay.
kind of get started, because you're head of a facility. Now, I think you have one of the most important communication to this situation that a lot of people are trying to figure it out. You know, even all the recommendation of 250 people or lower, all that is just throwing something at the wall.
right.
You get what I'm saying? So if you had the power to uphold how many people can traffic into these environments and stores and movie theaters, all that stuff like that, do you see even in the operations of you even talking to corporate heads and of your companies and stuff like that, and the recommendations that they're giving? Do you see a way that it could be better ran, but you're not losing the occupancy of traffic?
Well, I mean, yeah, I do. So what I think to keep things in perspective, I'm not saying that everyone should. I don't suggest that everybody just stay at home, just lock yourself in the house and don't be a hermit. I'm not saying that. I think that to keep things going and to keep things motivated and profit going, because that's just what we're in business.
That's the
for.
end goal.
That's the end goal.
Yeah.
You have to operate within a good time. So like Khalil said, okay, so maybe we shut our stores down at 7:00. and that, because that's a reasonable time. If that person, you have time to get there, in the morning, you got time to get there in the evening, that lunch break, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
But for my business, I'm truly a want business. I sell nothing that anyone needs to sustain life. Just being honest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if
you do. Yeah, you do. Fabrics is a necessity. It's a necessity.
Clothing is a necessity, but do I need it now?
I get it.
I'm a person. I could probably go the rest of the year and
you don't need to buy anything else.
Wear the same thing, not do all. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. But somebody that has growing children, things like that, there are going to be things that they need. Now, with the situation that we're in right now, and the schools are closed, so they don't need things for projects. They don't need, they can wear pajamas or whatever, kick around clothes. You have laundry soap so you can clean. You don't have to do the laundry as often because you're not doing school clothes and uniforms and things like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely right now seeing a decline in my business. It's not advantageous to us to stay open to our regular hours. Right. We're losing money paying associates and the lights and the phone and the heat and all of that. So if we shut that down 3 hours, I could probably save about $3,000 a day.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Because just on operating expenses.
Yes, absolutely.
Just on operating expenses.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because now I can just run with my salaried managers, right? Mm-hmm. We already out of the pie. Boom. They already know what we're going to cost.
So is that something that you're going to definitely adjust?
Oh yeah. I was on a call yesterday that they're adjusting our sales plan. So with that, they're telling us, hey, you're not replacing shifts. If somebody calls off, you got to operate. You still got to figure that out.
Got to move.
You still got to do what you got to do. We have supervisors that, so that way if a manager's not in the building, the supervisor, they're hourly associate. That's out of there. Boom. We got salary managers here and there. Until we get to a point where that is not even enough. Because we don't know, the longer this goes, the more our profit margin is going. So I lose the value in what my business does because I provide a valuable product at a reasonable price. So if I'm losing all of that value, if I can't afford to open my doors, if it's costing me $3,000 a day in sales, my profit margin is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And I'm not cheap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cheap. My management staff is not cheap. And I got people, tenured managers longer than me. They're not cheap.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not cheap.
So when you look at that, you
not cheap.
It's you have to kind of weigh, is it more cost effective that we go ahead and maybe we close for a week because we can save that money, and then we play it on a next week. We might open for a couple of days. Same thing. We did the same thing when it
just use your online store
because boom, it's no money there. It's a profit there.
Overhead.
No overhead. We shipping. Boom, boom, boom. Because that shipping center is working.
Yeah.
Because our shipping center is located in the southern states. You know what I'm saying? So we're still making money. We're not making the money that we would normally make on a daily basis.
Sure.
Because like I said,
think about it, because of the pandemic, right?
But
people
now,
are stockpiling up on literally everything.
But here's the
consumer
thing.
staple businesses right now are just.
But here's the thing though.
You know?
With now it's a need versus a want. I feel like I need Lysol, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, food, and things like that. I don't need new shoes right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't need new jeans. I don't,
I understand what you're saying.
So
this is
it's
a
costing
luxury,
us.
like a luxury.
Yeah,
This is a luxury for people to come and buy these things.
Now we got people. My doors open at 9:30. They in my parking lot at 9:00. Well, I go in there now at 3:00 in the afternoon. You just see the workers' cars in there. Mm-hmm. Because we're just it's a dead zone. I'm in a strip mall, so everybody is feeling the same thing. We're not making the money, and people with way more rank than I have, they looking at that and they like, look, Our money-making stores are not even making money. You know, I'm in a money-making area because so many things are around me. And you can drive up and down the road at 50 miles an hour and catch every light because it's nobody out there.
No traffic.
It's no traffic.
Dang, I ain't think about that. It ain't no traffic
deep.
out there
That's
no
deep.
more.
I got on the road yesterday at 10 o'clock to go get my nails done. It was me and 2 other cars on the freeway. 10 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
Really?
10 o'clock in the morning.
People not coming to work.
They're not coming to work. I have a friend works at Chrysler. 150 people called off on the morning shift. It's a 6 a.m.
What do
shift.
you do?
150 people. The mid shift, I think he said 90 people. 90 people. So, you know, we're at over 200 people for Chrysler.
Jeez.
Ford
That's
has
one
already, Ford has shut down plants because they not coming to work. They not coming to work. They haven't shut down childcare centers, but if your childcare center was linked to a school, it's out of there. So who are watching these kids? So it's this hoax, whatever you want to call it, scare, whatever you want to call it. I mean, if whatever you wrapped your mind around this thing to be, it has a real fallout. And it's affecting every facet of business. Every facet of business. You don't need tires because you ain't driving. You don't need oil changes because you're not driving. You know what I'm saying? So it's a reason that all of this stuff is going on. It's affecting
we
everything.
Definitely listen, listeners to Life Choice Health and Wealth. We are not calling it a hoax, okay?
No, but I'm saying whatever, you know how people know it's BS and it's whatever you want to call it.
The mass hysteria is a hoax and it's BS. The actual a virus that started in Wuhan, China,
is a real thing.
Came over the oceans and seas into America. It is in a hood. You know, it's in like the
Calabasas.
I don't know if it got to the hood yet.
It's in Tom Hanks. He's worth $450 million and up. This does not have any borders or anything, but at the same time, we're saying what we are doing to each other. We won't understand the effect of this until after it passes, and we did some ridiculous stuff
and
in
it's
the
gonna
last
take us years
10
to recover.
days.
It's gonna take us years to recover
from this. Our reaction. That's what's going on. That's what I'm kind of saying. Wow, we really need to take a look at this because the cause is the Wuhan, China, and the COVID-19 traveling over to us. But the effect is how we respond to it, and we are tripping.
And maybe our government and these different entities that are in place to protect us and to safeguard the country.
They're not really there to protect us. They're not. That's not their job.
Protect assets.
Okay. Maybe it's they feel like it's better to be safe.
Oh yeah, that's what they do.
Sorry. So even though it may seem extra or whatever, these are the measures that we need to put in place.
It's all for comfort. They're putting out there to make everyone feel comfortable because without any information, as you alluded to earlier, without any this is what's going to fix this. This is what's going to cure this. We have to make everybody comfortable. So we're trying to, okay, you know what? We're going to keep the kids out of school because mom is worried. What is going to happen to my kid when I send him to school? And now a teacher in the school has been in contact with somebody with the coronavirus. Absolutely. So I got to keep mom comfortable. I got to keep the nation and everybody comfortable. So this is what we're doing. And we knew that once different states around us started shutting down, calling state of emergency, it was going to happen to us. We knew that was going to happen to us.
So any public official, politicians and legislators, don't take no taxes. I'm sorry. You can't have no taxes this year. Okay? This will help companies and individuals somewhat the money that they have acquired that's coming to them from vacation and all this stuff like their payroll and everything. Just if you want to not have to pass a bill to spend money that you got to ask China for, how about not take taxes? Just don't make people have to pay the Don't let the billionaires and the companies that's got to give you $50 billion in taxes right now, they let them keep it because they're about to lose some business.
But you have to think about it though. You gotta. That's how we operate. That's how we
Dog
operate.
eat dog, man.
That's how we operate.
How who operate?
That's how the nation operates.
No,
Yeah,
that's how
collectively.
the nation operate. But we're $23 trillion in debt. So that means that they really haven't really used real money in about a good 10 years, 10, 15 years.
Longer than that, maybe.
So the money that your
Longer,
company
definitely.
is giving to them in taxes, they're not seeing that.
That's a good point.
We're writing money. The money that's to do this bailout or help the people do the testings and all that stuff like that. The $50 billion of national emergency money they're putting in. That's not real money. The Treasury putting a $1.2 trillion into the stock market. That's not real money. That's we just wrote it on a letter to tell ourselves how much we put in. And then somebody type it on the computer and it exists.
A letter of credit.
So if the amount if we're gonna put about $2 trillion to get out of this situation, and we're just gonna make it exist, and we're gonna tell China give us $2 trillion until we can pay you back. Don't take the money from people that really got it physically in their hand right now.
Yeah.
Companies
or they have to go and
But a
just
lot
a
of
theory,
spend
people.
energy.
but
a
just
theory.
a lot of like just locally, a lot of places are small businesses and big businesses are stepping up and taking care of their people. And I think so. To back to your question, how I would handle this: compassion. You and here I am. I'm not the most compassionate person.
I don't
in the
think
world.
businesses are
But I
built
think
on compassion.
But I think for my company, they definitely
Some.
foster an environment of we got to take care of our people. That that's
There's a little wokeness in there.
yeah, it's a little wokeness in there. We got to take care of these people. At all costs, we have to take care of these people because these people drive our business. If they aren't doing what they supposed to do, we're not making the money we make. And my company is a $1 billion organization, billion
Yeah.
dollar organization. So they are doing. These people we're paying them. They get sick. They got a kid at home. We're paying them.
Are you paying them to stay home?
Paying if they sick, stay home. Yeah, we paying them to stay home.
Not if they're sick. I'm talking about like the parents is
The
all
parent-
of a sudden
yes.
they have to stay home
Because
they
of their
don't-
kid,
because
yes.
their kid is can't go to school.
We
or
are
anything
paying
like that.
them,
You're paying
yes.
them to stay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Paying them to stay.
That's
And that was an official decision.
That
when-
was official decision yesterday about 4:30.
wow.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful.
So with that said, here at Life Choice Health and Wealth, we are extremely compassionate about our viewers, about our followers, people in our chat rooms, our families, our core group. We're very compassionate. We're very supportive of one another, and we hope that you continue to support us as we grow. This was a great conversation, a great topic.
Yeah.
All right. Before we leave, I would like to promote something.
Before Khalil kind of started running down the things.
Okay.
I kept interjecting, and people are like, "Who the hell is that talking?" You know,
He's the
I'm
man.
the producer, Darius, so I just wanted to kind of jump in. I love the conversation and everything.
Yeah.
You guys would not hear me that much. Maybe I'll do this 10% of our whole existence.
I love when you
I
jump
like
in.
when you
No,
jump
it's
in.
good.
You
No, I
ask
know.
great
I know.
questions.
No, trust me, you're an add-on to everything that we do.
But that's who that is, Darius.
I would personally like to thank all first responders around America for doing a diligent job. Brave, you guys are super brave. The men and women around the nation. Thank you for stepping up. I know y'all don't get it a lot. Law enforcement, EMT, techs, fire departments, all our nursing staff. Thank you all very, very much. Now, Life Choice Health and Wealth presents the first annual bike ride for the troops. Okay? It's going to be April 19th. That's going to be on a Sunday. If you are local, please, We're asking you to please come on through and support us, okay? We're going to be at the Northville Area Drive in Northville, Michigan. The zip code is 48168. We're going to be at Shelter 1. Meet time is 11:30 a.m. that day. Bike ride time is going to be 12 p.m. Now, this is a 6-mile bike ride. It's not a big, long. We're not going for 60 miles or anything like that. So please come out and support. We're asking people to donate a pack of socks. That's it, y'all. Everybody comes out, support us. A pack of socks, and we're going to be donating that to the VA for the homeless and the returning home veterans of America.
And also, if you go to Facebook, the Life Choice Health and Wealth Facebook page, you can kind of just let us know that you will be attending it, and that way we know how many possible attendees that's going to be coming. And additional to that, we have an option for you to kind of make a purchase of a shirt, a Life Choice Health and Wealth shirt and everything like that. But go to the Facebook page and you'll see everything.
Okay, and I'd like to thank United States Army Sergeant Stephen Sinpak, a.k.a. Pistol. He donated a bunch of socks. Got with me yesterday. He donated to us a lot of socks, y'all, already. So people are donating as we, all this week people have been donating coolers, socks. We're going to have a cookout. So while supplies last, we have burgers and dogs, turkey, hamburgers, hot dogs.
We got Hakeem Cuisine.
Presented by Hakeem Cuisine.
Quan.
Shout out to Quan, Chef Quan. And while supplies last, we got beverages, we have chips. So come on out. It's gonna be a good time. It's a nice little workout. Carb day.
6 miles. It isn't that bad.
You can follow us now. Now you can follow us on. We actually we got our website up, so it's gonna be lifechoicehealthandwealth.club. That's LCHW.club. LCHW.club. We're going to be up. Beautiful. We're going to be very interactive with the audience. So sign in for that. We're also on YouTube now. Okay. Beautiful. We're also on Stitcher. We're on the Apple Podcast. Yes. We are on, which other ones are we on?
SoundCloud.
We're on SoundCloud. So listen, don't make no excuse.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't make an excuse. All right?
Just do it.
Let us be a part of your life. Okay? Life Choice Health and Wealth. We are out of here. Anything you got to say?
Thank you for letting me join. This has been a very
we are very happy to have you. We're
informative
happy to have
platform. I like it.
Yes. So all you ladies that got the women's questions,
yes,
we'll have her email up. You can send everything to her. We talk about everything on this show in regards to health and wealth. Knowledge is power.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, and that's what we're giving.
Thank you all for listening, because you have to take time out to actually do this, as opposed to listening to your music or whatever it is you do while you're on your ride home or to work. So we just thank you all for tuning in and listening to us. And we ask that you not only listen to this podcast, it's going to have plenty of great topics to come, but we also ask that you give us a follow. That way when we do upload these podcasts, that, they'll pop up on your notifications or whatever, So thank you.
Love, like, and subscribe.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
Yes.
It's like a
tagline. That's right. I'd like to thank Darius and Darius Site Entertainment.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Hashtag no fear here, y'all. All right? You heard it first. Hashtag no fear here. I ain't scared of nothing.
Beautiful. I'm going to do everything I've been doing, man.
Yes. Yeah. I'm looking for a cheap flight right now.
Oh, you find them for $7. You can go around the world right now for $700. I like to upgrade to first class for $14, please. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm walking through the airport, eating grapefruit pie right now. Right? Oh, yeah, I got the airport. I got the airplane to myself. You know what I mean?
They cleared it for me.
Coughing all over the place. We out, y'all. We love you.
Peace.
Bye.